Happy Friday, everybody.
What's up,
We're
guys?
back.
Ooh,
yes, sorry to leave you guys all hanging last week. We were at MetroCon, and we were going to do a live show, but it was just me. That's it.
Some people will fail to come to the booth and help.
Nobody else came to the booth. I don't know why.
It's a pretty
Rob was there, of course. Me and Rob. It's like, okay, I guess there's no love, but it is what it is. But we have some good interviews for you tonight, and we have some maybe games and a ton of new trailers.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of trailers.
Ton of new trailers.
San Diego Comic-Con started.
Who cares?
So they're all
I'm
dropping
not in San
right
Diego.
now. That's why
Do
all
I
the
look
trailers
like I'm
are
in San
dropping right
Diego?
now.
Why would I care?
It's in California too, so.
And it's in California, for God's sake.
So why do you care,
Baby
right?
Shark.
That's part.
How's that song go?
No,
Baby Shark, whatever it is. I don't know.
No, it's Baby Shark. Oh, no,
Baby Shark.
we're not starting
Baby
that.
Shark.
Hey, Okami Twilight's watching.
Congrats to her. She won the cosplay
Yes,
contest
she
at
did.
MetroCon.
I am very. That is very cool. Yeah. So let's talk about MetroCon. We're gonna go to MetroCon. Yay, MetroCon. So I have to say congratulations to Michael Stanley, who was our Poppin' Fresh on the show. He entered a photo that he did last year, which is kind of cheating.
No, I had from
Yeah.
June of last year
It's
till
cheating.
June
It's
of this
cheating.
year
It's
for
cheating.
any photos.
Yeah, it's
and that
cheating.
photo was taken in
It's
December.
It's
No, actually, it was taken in January. It was this year. Because that's
thought it
when
was
we went
supposed
to
be
Universal.
I thought it was supposed to be one that you did. Oh, that's right. That's right. You did. Yeah, over Holiday Matsuri or whatever it was.
No, that one. No, this was at Disney Springs.
Oh, this is the one you guys just all went out and bumped
Yeah.
around and took pictures.
Yeah,
It is a cool picture,
with Molly Frayne cosplay.
and she's awesome. She's
and
awesome.
I won my first award for.
Yeah, he's an
photography.
award-winning.
Yes, I'm an award-winning
So-
photographer.
So his head
No, I
was like
left
he was
it
like a
out.
bobblehead figure trying to get out. I was like, "Argh, my head got big.
Then I got a second award actually from MetroCon.
You did? For
Yes.
what? For being the biggest kiss up?
No, because Saturday night, something happened with a head photographer, and they needed someone to cover an event, and they called me personally and asked me to cover the event for MetroCon
know why?
itself.
Because the other ones are getting laid and you weren't. And you're like, well, we'll just call Michael. He ain't got nothing to do.
Oh.
That's like Mikey. Mikey will eat anything. You remember the old things? Remember Life cereal?
Oh yeah.
I won't eat it. You can
Mikey
eat it.
will eat
I'm
it.
not eat it. Let's give it to Mikey. He'll eat anything. And then Mikey just starts tearing that stuff up, boy. Yeah, I love that old.
I was wondering
love
why it
that
was so stuffy in here. Your head got so big, right?
It is,
Yeah,
man.
I
It's
should have brought the
wobble.
awards
Who's
in.
a wobble? Who's a
Could barely
bobblehead
even fit in the
talking
room.
But they are posted on the Instagram page if you want to see them.
But it is.
Cosplaying
But I have
Tampa
to.
Bay.
Say, I will give you kudos. It was a good shot.
Thank you.
Heavily edited.
No,
Good
that one
shot.
was not edited.
Isn't that what they always say? I didn't edit this.
Lightroom.
That's like hashtag no filter.
No, you
Oh,
should see
Instagram no
the
filter.
ones
And they
out
like
on
they did their faces. Just fell out of bed. Sure,
Well,
you
here-
did.
okay, I think we're gonna have Rob roll some of the some while we're talking here. We'll have roll. He did some good photos. Of course, he did the typical Mr. Photographer. I'm so
That's from the
cool.
fire
Oh, it's
show.
all sideways, you know.
The
Except-
Derek
look, see,
Zoolander.
sideways. That's okay. The
That's one of the
cosplays were really
mascots.
good. I mean, they were really, really good this year. But
Except for Kermit.
everybody was shy though, or they showed up to the con and never went into the floor, and we never saw a ton of them because we were trying to stop everybody for an interview. No, I don't want to do an interview. I don't know. It's camera. I'm like, oh, okay. Last year we did over 100 interviews. This year, 20 or 25. Was it 25, Rob? Yeah, not very many. You know, so, but you know, they were good. We had a good time though. Very, 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 very good time.
Cool.
I'm not super tired. And we even have, Rob has a 5-minute video.
There's Dylan.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Sidekins was in there. Oh, that's
That's
creepy.
There's
Hey, look
you.
at that guy. That was me. You know, here's something kind of funny. Come back to, or you can come back, Rob. Here's something kind of funny. The first day we were there, we got literally Thursday, I think, like 2 interviews. And people kind of didn't realize or didn't really get what we were doing. It's amazing when you tell people we're not here to sell anything. We're just here to kind of tell you who we are, what we're doing type of thing. They still didn't grasp that. So the second day, I stood there for a while. I think it was about 12, right? 12 or 1 o'clock, Rob. And we were, we had Nerd Talk shirts on and blah, blah, blah. And we were telling it, they're like, well, who are you guys? Well, we're Nerd Talk, blah, 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 blah. And then I went and put a shirt and a pair of glasses on and did the Roshi thing. And then all of them would just come. It's like almost like they accepted me as one of their own. It's
one of
so
us.
weird.
One of us.
And then we started getting interviews. So I wore it the rest of the day Friday, all day. Most of the day Saturday, and then Sunday I'm like, I'm just not going to wear it. And in the beginning of the morning, nobody would talk to us. I put it back on. They all came back over.
Oh, wow.
It was really weird. I didn't get it. I know it's an inclusive crowd, and I get all that, but some of the very same people, that we had talked to the day before wouldn't even talk to us on the way by. But then when I put the shirt on, the glasses back on, they go by, hey, Master Roshi, they came right over to us. It's just odd.
Well, it could be that they're all nerds. They're
we're
all
nerds. They don't realize
I'm a big they don't want to talk on camera, obviously.
I think it's more the fact that they want to relate to, a cosplayer. So you were Roshi, and they want to talk to Roshi, and then Roshi talked about Nerd Talk, and then they understood and kind of grasped.
Hey, it's kind of funny. The guy that won the costume or the cosplay side was Master Roshi. He did him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He had the store bought, and all the Roshis that walked by look at me and they're like, "Oh, come on, really, dude?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got the beard and everything, And I wasn't even trying. It was just a pair of sunglasses and a shirt. They're like, "Where's the turtle?" I said, "It was too heavy for me." I'm like, I can't carry it all day long. I'm getting old. Yeah. And then at one point in time, I think Rob and I had put up underneath the. I sat underneath the TV that we had, because the booth was laid out really kind of cool. One side was a little loungy area, the other side was the interview area. The next con we do, we're gonna build a roof, because the light in there just was some god awful.
The lighting in there is horrible.
Green that totally messed with every bit of our lighting. So as you'll see, some of the lighting is kind of a little bit dark. You know what I'm saying? But it was really, it was kind of neat, and we would sit and interview, and so it's cool.
What was your favorite cosplay you saw that weekend?
That's unfair, because I liked them all. There was a good mix. I didn't have one favorite. I didn't dislike any. That was really cool. I noticed that, and I'm not trying to be mean. Maybe because we didn't have time, because it was just me and, for the most part, it was me and Rob. We had the Rising there. He came in and helped out a couple of days, but he went and got some B-roll footage and stuff like that. But for the most part, we really couldn't go out into the front and down. I really think a lot of these kids showed up and never came into the entrance. They all just hung out down there with each other, because I think money was a big thing this year. A lot of people.
How much was it to get in?
I don't know.
$30. I think Friday was like 30, Saturday was 40, and Sunday was
that's a lot of money to get into.
And if you do the whole weekend, there's a package.
Yeah, it's like $80, I think.
But if you're a kid living at home,
oh yeah, I guess. So.
If you're a teenager.
They put all this money into
exactly. They're like,
then you have your hotel costs, because a lot of them stay at the hotel.
So some of the pictures that we were seeing that Michael took, I never saw those people walk through the floor at all, ever. And I literally seen every costume that walked through. I noticed this year, they weren't as elaborate as they were last year, because we had one lady come in that was I can't say lady anymore. We had a human come into the booth that had parts, right? But they were done up as Death Note. And that was probably one of the best last year's.
Oh, last year, yeah.
That was the best cosplay there. It looked scary good.
Wow.
Scary good.
Yeah, I don't think they were there this year. If they were, they didn't do their Death Note this year.
No. She flew in from Germany. That person was from Germany.
There were a lot of good cosplays. Most of them were either Saturday, and the bigger ones didn't go in the dealer's room. They stayed out. than Sunday for the cosplay contest itself. There were a lot of really good
Yeah,
ones.
they stayed out of the dealer room, vendor room.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how many vendors were there?
Oh, God.
Well
Like
over 100.
A couple hundred,
Yeah.
easily. I did notice, and I'm not trying to put the con down, so I don't want Alex, if he sees this, I don't want him to think that I'm bashing, because absolutely not bashing. I absolutely loved it, and I hope we get asked to come back next year. But it's just some vendors like us, we were there free, so we were giving Nerd Talk shirts away and stuff like that. But there was a photog there that set up this really nice, very elaborate
he's
setup.
Awesome
right?
photographer.
Yeah, there's our booth right there. So that tells you right there what we put a lot of effort in what we did. But he was having problems with people coming in and paying for professional pictures.
Yeah, so there was a debate on MetroCon's page I was reading earlier today in a group. People were asking, because he posted a poll.
He put that whole poll
should
on
he
there.
come back? And people were saying, some of us didn't want a professional photo because we'd rather pay for a photographer to go outside and do photos and everything. Personally, I didn't get to cosplay Saturday like I wanted to, but I would have paid for a photo from him because his photos were that damn good.
Yeah, he had
And
a black
the photos
screen
he posted
and a green screen
freaking look great.
and a cream screen.
And he edits them all right there, and he'll even print them out for you right then and there.
So it was, and so he had a real hard time, because he put a post up and going, don't understand what I did wrong. I don't know, So I don't know. We don't know. But it was overall though. So I'm gonna have Rob cue up the wrestling. Yes.
Yes.
It was. Oh, I don't have it in front of me.
Kojira,
Yeah, it was
Kaiju,
Kaiju, big battle. So when that's ready, Rob, just go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage, buddy. Yeah, it's not ready yet. So, and it was. I'm telling you, these guys were full cosplay,
like Godzilla type.
Yeah.
The monsters.
Oh yeah, it's really so it's kind of cool.
Did they have
man.
the sound effects with it?
No.
The screaming.
All right, go ahead and roll it,
The
Rob.
screaming dinosaur in the background.
From beneath the ocean, they're a founding member of the SeaWorld Order. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prince of the Deep, Cycloptopus! Ladies and gentlemen, they're the intergalactic pizza delivery guy, the Skirts! Comprehension. And we're off opening contest. Oh, summer potato! Going right for the heart. That's what happens when you eat the skins. What a wombo combo! This hole. This one back. Oh no! Wait, hold on.
Let's kick it.
Hey, hold. This is Kinder. Daniel. Hailing from down under, it is the only kaiju bitten by a radioactive sea urchin. Ladies and gentlemen, the devious Booty Boo Zoo. From the unknown island, they are the second cousin twice removed to Sunbuster, 1/4 of the Your choice, gambling bug. Oh, bug, not the little kaiju. Has somebody losing? Wait a second. Oh, no, the poison bars. Let's put Blanco to sleep. Oh, no. Gonna finally track with Billy. 1, 2, 3.
And we are back with no video. No diggity. Back it up.
No diggity.
Do I need to start singing? No diggity. We're going to back.
There we go. Yay.
So that was actually pretty cool. That was Josh Johnson.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna we'll have Rob. We'll actually queue up the Josh Johnson interview that we did. That dude was funny.
Yeah. I interviewed him last year. He was hilarious.
I know. He said, "Don't let Mike interview me this year." Mike was touching my knee and everything. I'm like,
man,
he was.
Whoa.
All right. He asked me to touch his knee, just for the record.
Hey, we have
It was
TTV Rising. Oh, that's you, KG boy.
That man must be a legend.
He's a legend.
In his
So
own
let me
mind.
know when it's ready, Rob. Oh, let's go ahead. Let's play Josh Johnson. This is Josh Johnson.
hell's on your head?
Anytime you can say Josh Johnson, you can. He likes it, Josh Johnson. Roll that, Biddy. All right, everybody, we're back. Day 3, MetroCon 2019, Tampa, Florida, and I'm here with Josh Johnson. Now, if you don't know who Josh Johnson is, you're getting ready to find out who Josh Johnson is. I'm saying Josh Johnson as many times as I can say Josh Johnson.
That name definitely needs to be
Josh
in the
Johnson.
conscience of everyone who can hear my voice, who can't hear my voice. You need to know who the heck I am. Florida Independent personality. I've been all over. We've met multiple times. Seen you guys at Fusion Con, which I've hosted a couple of times.
That's right.
Here at MetroCon, this is now my second year here, and God, it's getting better and better every time you come.
So tell us about it, because you're a big personality.
Yes, I'm a larger-than-life personality. Some say interdimensional personality at times. But I am here. As you see, I have my I Love French Toast shirt with "Hi, my name is Kevin" on it, because I'm here for, I got a little fly here, Kaiju Big Battle. That's right. If you've never heard of Kaiju Big Battle before, it's literally this. Giant monsters inside of a wrestling ring in a cityscape, destroying each other and everything and everyone in their paths. It is unlike anything you have ever seen.
And do you rebuild this cityscape every single time?
Yes. It takes a lot of manpower to build it. We got a team called the Salbinos. They are on it. They are our construction crew. Thanks to the Kaiju Commission, they are the ones who are in charge of all of that greatness.
That
and
is
it's here
awesome.
today, 6 o'clock, free show at MetroCon. If you are here, you have a MetroCon ticket, free show. You can see monsters fighting. Who doesn't want to see monsters fighting each other?
Now, if they can't see it today, is there one more tomorrow?
No, unfortunately, we're only here today.
You got to get
But
down here.
the little flyer I had today,
Oh.
September the 8th, we return to the Orpheum in Ybor City. It's going to be a great show. If you've never seen Kaiju, please look us up online, Kaiju Big Battle. And yes, you'll see battle is spelled B-A-T-T-E-L, because that's how we do things a little bit slightly off. And we're in the Southern Division right now.
That's awesome.
And we've got 2 divisions of Kaiju. We got the Northern Division and the Southern Division. I represent the Southern Division. We have certain traditions down here, like everywhere. It's the South, so we have the Southern Bell, which is our
Southern
ring
Bell.
bell.
Right, there
Every
you go.
fan, at once a show, a fan gets to ring the bell for the whole show. Unlike the Northern Division, which is a little bit more stricter.
They're
we like
stricter.
having fun down here in the South, right?
That's right. That's right. So, if people want to find you online, where do they find you?
Oh,
Josh?
to find me, it's very easy. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. Josh Johnson. It's a very easy name. You can see it there. It's all right below me and stuff. Josh Johnson's the name. I'm the guy with the dipper hat on usually, and all the wrestling pictures and the Disney pictures, because I love me some Disney.
There you go, baby. Thanks for stopping by the booth.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah,
It's
I look
exciting.
forward to seeing you guys.
Oh, yeah, and if you can hear me, you're watching this, come see us tonight at 6. If not, you can see us at the Orpheum September 8th. That's another, I believe, what time is that? It's at 6 o'clock doors for that one. So it's going to be a great time. Come see us, Kaiju, Big Battle, and of course, follow me.
Big Battle.
Josh Johnson, we are the Funhouse, and I got my eye on you.
We'll see you guys later.
See you guys later. Thank you.
That was good.
The guy
Josh,
has way
that dude
too
has
much
a lot of
energy.
energy, man. I mean, a ton of energy. So, but that's what he is. He is part of that whole. He got frozen there in the whole thing, and they had to bring another ref out to finish it out because the freeze monster came in there and the whole time. He's cool. He's a good dude. He actually runs. He used to work with a little bit of a couple other wrestling groups that production guys.
Didn't he do the one here that's in Newport Richie?
Yeah, I think he used to work. Yeah, he did one in Newport Richie. I think I'm not sure if he was the one that does it at the mall or not. But we have a mall that used to have wrestling in there. Yeah, I know. You'd never know it.
A long time ago, right?
No, that's still recently.
And it may still be going.
When I went to
one
go get
over
my
here?
work shoes earlier in the year, they were still
The
doing
mall.
it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
The dying one.
Yeah. All right. So, but yeah, that was really good. So the cool thing about this is there were really some good ones, and I think we're going to do. Let me see if I can throw him. Okay, so this is how inclusive they are. We interviewed this guy named Alvin. Alvin was a good guy, right? And he was there doing he actually had a panel, but he was talking about the autistic world and how inclusive it is and how it affects in this cosplay in the anime world. So as soon as Rob says that's up, we're going to play that one. Now let's do this. Let's introduce everybody to Alvin. All right, all you MetroCon fans, 2019, we're on here, day 2. I found Alvin. Alvin's got something on his shoulders. Look at that. So, Alvin, tell me what you got. So, how are you enjoying MetroCon?
I'm liking it. It's my first time here. I'm actually here because they decided to do my panel this year, and I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, so what's your panel going to be on?
My panel is titled Real Life Social Difficulties Reflected in Anime, and I'm going to be discussing social difficulties and how they're viewed in anime and how it can relate to real life and the differences between the two.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about what you're going to talk about.
Well, one of my major topics is going to be social anxiety, which a lot of people don't realize is so prominent, and how it can affect people in ways that they may not understand. And I also will touch on the causes of social difficulties and the effects it can have on people.
Okay, and so what's your background?
Well, I actually have autism spectrum. I'm high functioning. I'm what would be referred to as Asperger's, and I am notorious for having social difficulties. From the outside, I don't look like I have autism, but I can have social difficulties and sometimes come off weird. And so I just felt like if no one's going to help me, then I'm going to do it, and I'm going to help other people while I'm at it. So I am trying to help educate people on how to better handle social difficulties and understand what both sides of the issue can be.
Right. So you're a full spectrum, high functioning. I have a son that actually has Fragile X, so he's on the Asperger side of the autism world.
Yeah, it's a lot of people I think still think of autism as the kid that wears the glass, that wears the earphones, and is out of control, when autism has become more the people you don't know who has autism anymore. It's where we can blend so perfectly that we're invisible.
Right. Yeah, I tell you, I've been coming to these for a while, and I've got one child that's 18, and I've watched him grow. I literally can watch these kids walk by and go, autism, Asperger's, Downs, without knowing Downs. I mean, I can see it because I'm used to it. So, well, that's good. That's good. It's good that there's going to be now. What time's that panel?
We will be hosting it about 8 o'clock in the room 22 in the anime panel. I am planning on trying to get a recording of it and posting it on YouTube later. I've done that before with my other times I've done the panel, because I know some people can't go to it, but I still want them to be able to watch it at a later date.
Excellent. All right. Well, I'm going to give you my card so that way you can send me the link and we'll help you get that shared.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
I
and
appreciate it.
Yeah, and I'll also give you one of my cards that you can share with
Excellent.
people.
That's perfect. All right, thanks everybody. We'll be back a little bit more. We have some more interviews coming up from the floor from MetroCon 2019. Yeah, he actually after that interview, he's like, yeah, I don't shake hands. I'm like, well, you did good, Alvin. He goes, that's why I'm here to talk about our socially awkward side. I'm like, it's not socially awkward. It's just you. If you think it's socially awkward, then you're putting that stigmatism on yourself, and don't do that.
Yeah.
People are going to accept you for who you are, or they're not going to accept you. That's the way it is. And that's the way I believe it always should be. People take me as the a-hole that I am, and you either love me or you don't love me. I mean, look at my fucking shirt. You know what I'm saying? My fucking shirt. You put the. Oh, you can't read that. Maybe we can get the robotic over there real quick, and eventually. I love this shirt. When I saw this. I got the shirt at a. It was a comedy show, and the guy was from Boston, of course, you know, and it was the whole. Buy my fucking shirt. Because we're not. It's like on Sci-Fi they say frack.
Isn't it fack?
Fackin'.
Fack.
Fackin'.
Fack.
We were fackin' in the car in the backyard.
You went to the fackin' store?
The fucking store. Yeah, anyway. So this year we actually had a couple repeat interviews, which was kind of cool. And the one person the one team that we always love to get is the Halloween Horror Night. I mean, the Halloween guys from Busch Gardens. They, I think they're M6FX.
Oh, nice.
That's their team.
Mm-hmm.
And Morgan again was back this year, and he's a really cool guy. So Rob, go ahead and play that interview that we did with him. It was pretty good. Scary. Hey everybody, guess what? We're back, MetroCon 2019, and we have got the crew to end all crews. Morgan? And the rest of the, look at this. This is awesome, right? I mean, this guy, this is just a little bit of taste of what this year's going to be about, correct?
Yeah, it should be an exciting year.
So, I mean, how many houses this year?
I think there's 5.
5 houses.
Yep.
All right, and then the rest of it's all Rome?
There's a lot of atmosphere. I can't really give you too much.
No, I understand all that. Yeah. So. And you can always get a free hug. Yeah. But if he hurts you, she can help you. Maybe. I don't know. So how's it going this year?
So far, so good. Really excited audition we just had recently for the reunions. We had a record 400 or more actors, a little over 400 actors, which is crazy. I think the best we ever had was 200 prior to that. That means the actors had a lot of fun. They're looking to tear up some people this year, so it should be a pretty rough year for guests in a good way.
So I was trying to talk to your zombie here. I kind of didn't really understand a lot to what he said. There was a lot of slurring going on, but I think the zombie behind you is like year 1, something like that, and this is 20th?
I'd say, yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It's been 20 years, though. It's hard to believe.
So here's the thing. No, you worked on him, and these 2 gentlemen behind me. Let's talk about these 2.
These guys cleaned it up. I came in and helped hold a few things in place, but these are the 2 great artists that took care of it. That's Andreas Taborda and James Olison. They're both amazing artists in their own right. I can't believe we have them on our staff.
Right.
They don't need this, but they love it. They come in for the passion. I'm so proud to have these guys on my team.
Years of experience?
Yeah. Yes.
So what all have you guys done? Many years of doing this?
What haven't they done?
What haven't they done? Zombies.
A lot of different scopes. Right. It's just anything that has to get involved with that, we're just all over it, you know.
Jacks of all trades.
You left the stick on him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's our signature. Yeah.
That's when you did that?
No,
that's him. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Stamp of approval. There you go. You're ready
There
to
you
go.
go.
Out there.
So last year we had, we interviewed you guys, and it was there were clowns last year. Was that a big thing last year at Busch Gardens?
I feel like the icons last year, even though we didn't officially call them icons,
right.
it was very much this butcher feel. and a clown feel, and the park was kind of split in half. It was like a war between the butchers and the clowns, and that it kind of like read that to me. I don't know if that was the actual case. They only give me little spoonfuls of information, but because I blab too much. So yeah, it's my own doing.
You're not allowed to.
I get excited. I want to tell people things and get them excited too. You know, everybody's drinking the Kool-Aid. It's going to be a great event. So.
Right.
But that's what I pulled off of last year. It was like two warring factions, and half the park was butchers and half the park was zombies. And we had,
free hugs,
huggables running around too,
and
which
then
is
we
always
got
fun.
The body art paint.
Come on up.
Come on,
This is
step in
Adrian.
here real quick. That is absolutely phenomenal.
You think so? Thanks.
That's good detail.
There's some guys on my team that would make fun of me right now if they saw that. So
really?
Yeah.
So this is just for the con.
I was shaking off the rust. We haven't done a cyborg in a while.
That is cool.
Yeah, this poor man sat in a chair for 2 hours, stood half the time, and I know he's cold.
Ooh,
Thank you for doing this.
I was going to say.
Adrian's one of our male nurses from the Fiend show.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's used to running around with no shirt on. I wish I could pull that off. Well done, man.
I was going to say, yeah.
He made the paint look
it
good.
Looks pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, he gave me the canvas I needed, and he was really patient with us.
We'll say that's Tampa's abs. I can't. You can't see his ass. You remember. Well, you didn't watch Endgame.
Hey, what
Sorry.
kind of show is this, man? That's some language.
Yeah, well, we're allowed to do that because we're their internet. So you always have your pretty nurses. Let's bring the pretty nurses.
Step right up.
They're like.
Want to say hi?
Mainstay.
Hi.
Mainstay, right?
She's one of the dancers in the Fiend show.
Okay, there we go. So she dances?
I do.
You oh, that is awesome. Are you going to be here all weekend?
I'll be here tomorrow.
Tomorrow, see, you got to come down and see these people. So we post this up at night. No, last year we streamed. The internet here is just not the best in the whole wide world. So we just put all this back up. So if you're going to come down here and see you guys, are you still taking applications for
auditions?
Yes,
absolutely. We have multiple dates ahead of us to do, at least 6 more, I think.
Okay.
The next one is the 19th, 20th. So you just got to come, go on the website and pull up Hollow Scream, Scare Squad, and follow all the instructions and set up a date. We try to make it as convenient as we can for people to make it work with their schedules so they could set up a date that works for them. And then they'll be contacted by HR, and HR will tell them what time to come. And just my advice to anybody who comes is be ready to follow some really weird instructions. You're going to laugh a lot. Don't be shy. And if you're not shy, you're going to get a great role.
There you go.
Please come down and give us a hand.
We want to thank you for stopping by and bringing the crew, especially the makeup guys. These guys are absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. So make sure you come down to the con and see these people, and then, you know what, make sure you go. Yeah. It's going to be a good year. So we'll see everybody later, and we have a few more interviews to go get. Hey, we're back. So, if you listen to what Morgan was saying, there's one of our crew that actually followed up on that and now is a scarer.
Not me. I retired from it.
Me.
So, you're going to be a scarer.
Yeah.
And you can't tell us what house?
No.
Or are you in a house? You can't even say if you're in a house or
nope.
a zone.
No, I'm not allowed to say anything. And all I'm allowed to say is that I am part of the scare team and dates for Hollow Scream. But that's about it.
That's so awesome.
I'm not allowed to yet, say what I am and what I do to the public. Sorry.
You know who can't go to Halloween Horror Nights now?
Oh, yeah, you can.
No. He's not allowed to miss work.
That's right. I can.
He loses a bonus if he misses work.
I'm working.
Wait a minute, is this paid?
Yeah, this is paid.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you get paid now.
Dang, I didn't know that.
You're going to make money.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, Morgan said, he goes, you should become be a scare for us. We didn't have to put any makeup on you. And I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I like it too much.
Yeah.
I'd be like, let's do this year round.
I'm working the nights from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. And that's,
Mama Tech's going to love that one.
Oh, she already knows. She's not happy with it, but she knows. So in September, I'm working from Friday on Fridays and Saturdays. And then in October is Monday through Saturday.
Very cool.
We're gonna do it. He can come over and do a Sunday with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when we do. We either do Sundays or Wednesdays. Best 2 nights to go with a fast pass. If you
gotta have that fast pass.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. It's like 8 hours and nothing.
And what we do is we go in during the day, and then because we're all pass holders, Then we go to eat at the Irish bar. So we have some fish and chips.
I think the Flanagan's.
Flanagan's, yeah. So we
Flanagan's.
go in there, and then we queue up in there.
Oh, nice.
So while the rest are being ushered out, we get to go eat, chill out.
Only because you're pass holders?
Pass holders.
Oh, you have to be a pass holder. How much does a pass holder cost to become one?
Minimum
Ask Mike, he
$15
knows.
a
I
month.
don't know English, apparently.
$15
How much
a
does it
month.
cost to be a
Instead of
pass
getting a
holder?
driver's license, Mike became an annual pass holder. Oh, on air, I threw him under the bus.
Oh.
The big old bus. No, it's not bad. What is it?
15 a month.
Yeah, $15
For
a
the
month.
lowest one, mine's 17 a month.
But with you got
Oh, I ain't
That's
taking
sick.
I ain't taking all them. It's gonna be me.
You'd be a pass holder all by your lonesome.
By myself, no, because none of them want to. Oh, I mean the kids, they want to join in, but
See, they're
dude, they
Disney.
watched the trailer for Stranger Things and they were terrified.
Were they really?
Why?
Yeah, they watched it on their own. They're like, oh, what is this?
Well,
And-
I'm not saying you take them to Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, I
or,
know.
Or Halloween.
right.
Yeah.
That's not what but you wouldn't want to buy a season pass and just to go to Halloween because it does you no good,
Right. It's only once a year, right?
right?
Well,
And
you
that-
can't
and
get
that-
in with it either.
and you can't get in with
You got to
it.
buy your
So,
ticket.
but if you're a pass holder, you're allowed to stay in the park as long as you queue up in one of the
Cool.
restaurants. So
Do you get free parking?
yes,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll
they
do
give
it
you
then.
for
preferred
$5, I get preferred parking.
Oh,
For
You get
$10,
discount on food.
For $10, I can get super preferred.
What's
Valley.
that? Like they give you a lollipop after you park your car?
They something like that. A little Vaseline because you're going to spend so much money. You're getting screwed,
They're like, thanks for the $1,000 you're dropping here, but
Yeah.
here's a lollipop. Oh,
right? But I look forward to going to Halloween this year.
nice.
I
and
look
see
forward
if
to
I can
working
find
there.
them.
It's very fun.
Does your family get in for free?
So I get into the park for free with my ID, and I think you guys get a discount of like a half off of a regular ticket. I'll have to check in with.
Yeah, you find out my discount.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
I need to know my discount. Go give me a discount.
How much is it that you're making an hour?
Mike, you know
so
all
I
this
can
crap. You
calculate.
were one of those
Well,
guys.
well, do you
Oh,
want,
yeah, I did for 5 years.
do you want a senior discount or just a regular discount?
Okay.
He got a senior discount when he went to the movies.
I know,
not
that's
too long
right.
ago.
Oh yeah,
did.
we went to the movies and they literally gave me and Dylan a senior discount.
It was funny.
Yeah.
You guys should have all said, Mom, Dad. It would have been like, sir, you're in for free.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
past the seniors.
All right. So the next one we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot an interview with Ben Torrens. He is a cosplay liaison. See, Mike didn't say a word.
So,
he just
You didn't even give me a
well,
chance. You
gotta
just
either-
took
you gotta
over.
jump in there, or I'm gonna do
So
it.
I met Ben Saturday night before the rave. We were out at the little party thing
raving.
outside the convention center drinking. I met him, and he was telling me some interesting stuff because he's on staff, but he does some stuff for Cuba now. He went to a convention in Cuba last December, and he was telling me how amazing it was, and he's going back this month. He was telling me how poor the country is, how the kids still find ways to make the outfits and everything.
And you covered that?
Yeah.
Did he ask that? Let's play that footage
Yeah,
and find
we
out.
talked about that. That's why I wanted him on the interview.
All right, let's see.
Here we are at MetroCon, the final day, and I'm with Ben. How you doing today?
Hey, how's it going? Happy to be here.
So I met you last night, and you're part of the staff. What do you do here?
Right now I'm cosplay guest liaison. I help to make sure that cosplay guests are not only where they're supposed to be, but also happy to be where they are, and happy to say that they have been amazing to work with, and wouldn't have it any other way.
That's awesome. How long have you been coming to MetroCon before you start being staff?
My first MetroCon was in 2008, and I went 09 and 2010, and then I took some time off, and I came back last year. I was offered the position. They said, listen, we've heard of your work. I worked with kids at other conventions for a while at the time, and they said, you really have what we're looking for, and they had me over last year, and I did so well at the end of closing ceremonies. I was lucky enough to get surprised to be brought up on stage with the cosplay guests and gave a little speech, got a little award, and it's been fantastic. I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's awesome. So what's been your favorite costume cosplay you've seen so far this weekend?
You know what's crazy? It's the android from Nier. I'm probably mispronouncing it. Nier Automata. I just saw it in the cosplay human chess match. For them to have those cosplays deal with combat is just astounding to me, because it's already tough enough to make them look as pretty and awesome as they do, but for them to then go and throw them into a combat scenario is absolutely mind-blowing.
Yeah, I got to see part of it yesterday. Unfortunately, not the whole thing, but what I saw was amazing. The outfits and everything, the fighting and everything. And I give them a lot of credit, Alex, for picking the right people to do that and everything. And all the training they got to do for that, too.
Yeah. Like hearing about them, like their rehearsals, their practices, their tryouts, everything. It's like they start months and months and months in advance.
And that's even like the fire show, how amazing that is.
Yeah.
I think this year's fire show, I've been to all of them since 2008 was my first year as well. And they've been amazing every time.
Yeah, I'm biased. This year I felt like was the best simply because it was Zelda. I mean, I was sold on that.
Zelda. It was so good. So you were telling me last night you do something else. You started last year or something.
So I actually have recently started doing nonprofit work with an anime convention in Cuba, specifically in Havana, but it started to branch out to the entire island nation. Right now, as it turns out, over the past decade, there's been a growing anime community on the island country, despite their the communist regime that controls the island. Well, although there's an American embargo between us and them, Japan is a little bit more open and has been an easier source for media. So anime has absolutely invaded the country as far as media is involved.
I would have never thought that there.
Most people, everyone I've talked to has the exact same response. I actually found out about them through Facebook, of all places. They have some internet connectability and some social media connections, and they sent out feelers looking for internationals who are interested in coming to Cuba, and most people are like, oh, that sounds too difficult, we don't know how the visas work. And I'm from Miami, and although I'm not Cuban, I've been impacted by the culture, specifically the diaspora. And I said, there's no way, I'm 90 miles off the coast, you guys are my neighbors, I have to go and see what this is like. And despite the poverty, despite the restrictions, and despite the problems and international quandaries, the fandom there is absolutely fervent. They're incredible, they're very passionate, and we're talking about kids that are growing up in a country where they sometimes don't have running water. And they're there making their cosplays.
They don't have Joanne's fabrics and everything we have over here.
Yeah, capitalism can certainly make creating a cosplay much easier. And despite the fact that it's not there, they've made their fandoms, their passion projects are there. I mean, as much as any fandom here in the United States or abroad, anywhere. Right now, my big focus has been reaching out. I'm actually going at the end of this month for their summer convention. It's called Anime Shuriken, and they have 2 conventions a year. Their winter and summer, I was there for this previous winter, where I got to experience the hospitality of the Cuban people, and they were the absolute sweetest. It's just so painful because here in the United States, if we want to eventually go to Japan, we can do it. We just save up the money.
It's easy. Just save the money and fly out and go.
You're there. For them, it's almost impossible. I mean, to imagine growing up being an anime fan here, where it says like, one day I'm going to go to Japan. For them, it's one day I could dream of possibly even considering it. And it's a little heartbreaking, but the fact that now we're starting to reach out to them to bridge that connection that for so long has been severed has been absolutely phenomenal.
Hopefully voice actors will hear about this and say they want to go out and do it.
That's the plan. So far, so during this my first trip was certainly to go and see the circumstances of the country and the fandom and the, or otaku as they call themselves out there very strongly. They're very big on that word. How the fans and otaku there are functioning as a community. And this second trip is all about going in and starting to set up those the bridges to connect us, is what I like to say. We're talking about a GoFundMe project. We're talking about online costume competitions, getting guests out there, bringing supplies in to help build up their community. A big thing, though, right now is, especially for this trip, is to make sure that we don't put anybody in any kind of political problematic situation. That's the big fear and the big problem, just because our country's, especially under our current presidential administration, restrictions have been increased between any kind of I want to say travel and trade with Cuba, which has been the case for the past 60 plus years. Right now, we're really focusing on making sure that we keep those bridges open and those cables, working. and making sure we can help shore up this community, because this is realistically their big freedom, is their opportunity to express themselves openly. And right now is a big time of change with Cuba. They actually just started to, they recently rewrote their constitution, and there's been a lot of political shaking. There's no longer a Castro as president. Most people think that there is. Right now it's a Diaz del Canal, if I'm pronouncing it properly. And just trying to make sure that their community of anime fans know that the community of anime fans here in the United States are aware of them and ready to support them in all that they do and all that they love. The same way that, we support ourselves here.
And it's good because now we're able to go over there and visit.
Yes.
So that's helping a lot right there. That's a big hurdle right there alone.
Yes. It's been a little tough because tourist visas just this last month have been restricted again. And they've also stopped things like the cruise ships. But I've been going on a diplomatic visa, so I've been very lucky to still not experience those restrictions. I still have very strict guidelines, like things I have to be sure to provide to the State Department in the event that they ask, but so far so good. I intend to keep going. I'm trying to go at least twice a year and keep that connection going. Right now I'm working with Anime EY and MetroCon down in Miami and Fort Lauderdale, which are both nonprofit conventions that are very strongly supporting this movement to keep our communities together rather than separate. We're very strong in believing that fandom doesn't have any borders. It doesn't matter what government you live under or what regime or administration, your fandom can connect you to other people, and our fandoms can help make the world a better place.
And hopefully other conventions will partner up, get LumiCon and other conventions like that can find a way to support it, even if they do a GoFundMe, do something, or even if cosplayers can say, hey, let's pitch in, buy some stuff, fabrics or whatever, and see if we can bring it over there.
Yes, I mean, there's no EVA foam, no 3D printing. I mean, most of the cosplays I saw were recycled products, and yet they were still so amazing. I'll definitely be sure, after this trip, one of my big things is to compile as much of the cosplay material over the past 10 years that they've had in their community, because it's been about 10, 12 years since they've really started to flourish, because before that, the pre-Obama years were really a tough time, especially post-Soviet Union fall. But during the Obama years, things really started to get better over there. Now it's starting to be a little shaky again, but that's the good thing, is that now that we know they're there, we can help support them.
We know what to do. We're making that game plan going forward.
Yes. The lucky thing, the best part about this is that this has really started to open up a lot of eyes, not just about anime fans in Cuba, but other places. For example, it's open research to find out that there's anime conventions in places like Cairo and Egypt. One big bucket list for me is Baghdad in Iraq. There is an anime convention there, and to think that 12, 13 years ago IEDs were going off as we were invading the country, and now there's a fandom community that's starting to flourish there as well. There's it really says that our fandoms aren't just about us hanging out and being with friends. It's really about trying to make the world hopefully a better, more peaceful place, and as well as more open, inclusive, and especially with communication, which is key.
And once I know that GoFundMe is up, please send me the links for that, so I can definitely get that shared out as well.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
It's been a pleasure. I hope you have a great last of the day, few hours left. I know you got to drive back to Miami.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a fun trip.
We're staying for 2 more days up at a friend in Zephyr Hills just to enjoy the sights and sounds and everything in the West Coast for a bit, or West Coast of Florida to be specific. But we're really excited. This is a fantastic weekend. We've had nothing but support and a lot of love, and we're going to keep that up. That's the idea.
We'll definitely keep in touch on Facebook and everything, and see you again next year.
Awesome. Hopefully sooner than next year, that's for sure.
There's other conventions, Holiday Matsuri and other fun ones coming up before then, so
definitely.
We'll definitely have to meet up again. All right, thank you so much, Ben. I hope you have a great day.
Awesome.
Back to the studio. Thank you.
And we're back.
You just got the songs today, huh? Back in black.
Giggity.
Oh boy.
Yeah, anyway, don't get me started. Yeah, I like music. It's good. So let's come back. Let's talk about Witcher.
Yeah,
such a good game.
I love that game.
It started out as a book.
Long Dong?
Oh, no, actually, it started out as a book. Got made into a video game series. Witcher 1 and 2 and 3. Number 2, I feel like, is my favorite. It came out at a time when you didn't really have RPGs that had a lot of story and actually looked good on the PC. This game was amazing. Now they made it into a Netflix series. I guess it's going to be a series. But the cool thing about it Yeah, these are all that's the cast so far. Well, they got more of a cast, but you got Henry Cavill. It's a joke off of that show. And then I don't know who the other two chicks are. They're like new people coming out.
Are they real?
Yeah, those are all. It's all real live
I thought
actors.
they were computer generated.
No,
it kind of looks that way.
It does.
Right. So the girl on the bottom right, that is Siri. She is basically like she is Geralt's adopted daughter, basically. The girl on the top right, do you remember her name?
No.
So Rob's going to bring a battery out for my camera because it's blinkety blinking.
Oh, no. Anyways, it's supposed to be a really good series. They want it to be matching Game of Thrones, how it started out, like lots of inappropriate stuff like sex and blood and gore. They said it's going to be off the chain. So don't let your kids watch it.
So Game of Thrones is going to be, it'll be like Sesame Street compared to this.
In a sense, maybe. I mean, maybe on one level below, but it's being touted as like definitely not for children. So it's supposed to be released, I think, sometime this year.
Yeah, you just finally released the trailer today.
Yeah, just the trailer today.
It's all based. Robert, hurry up.
It's all based off of a book.
So it's okay. It's all talk. It's all about. It's based off the game.
Right.
No, the book.
No, it's based off a book. Then they made it into a game, and now they're making it into a series. Now this does not follow the video game at all. This is following the books, in a sense.
So I'm going to hear everybody say, "Oh, I read the book.
That's why he's younger in this.
Just right on. Yeah, the book was better."
Because in the game he's older.
Yeah, so this is basically almost a prequel to everything. They're going to show like the origins of every character that comes through. Okay. One good thing about this company, though, like the people who created the game, Witcher game, Project Code Red, they are fantastic to their audience. Basically, they gave you all the DLC. They gave you basically everything a gamer wants, a complete game. No filler, no like, hey, you got to pay $15 more for the DLC. They gave it all up front, and anything that they released later on, they included for free, except for the expansions, which were like 30 hours of gameplay.
Which that's fine. Expansions, you're used to paying that anyway.
But nobody pays for 30 hours. I mean, nobody pays for like 6 hours. This is 30, a whole new game. And it's decently priced. It's on sale. It was on sale for Steam. For only like $10.
And the game will take you over 100 hours probably.
The games are huge, so. But yeah, so I'm pretty stoked about Witcher because I've always liked that whole that whole atmosphere behind the game. And so it's about so Geralt. He's essentially a monster hunter for hire. So whoever has the most coin can hire this guy. He goes out and kills them and brings them back whatever they want. It's pretty cool. He's like a bounty hunter. And there goes John.
Smooth.
So, have you played Witcher 2?
Yes, and 3. I love 3.
Well, everybody loved 3 for the reason it was like better graphics.
The freaking baby ghost demon you had to kill. That was creepy as hell.
I mean, of all the monsters you had to kill in that game, that one wasn't that bad. I thought there was a really cool side quest. It was you go to this town looking for this lady, and you find out that she had hung herself over this well, and her body had decomposed. Her body fell into the well, but then she haunted the village.
Yeah.
And you had to go through and find all these clues as to why this ghost is here. So you find all the pieces of this body. You have the body, and they tell you, hey, this ghost appears at midnight. You wait, you rest until midnight, the ghost appears, and you have to kill the ghost. And then finally you can lay it to rest.
That's weird.
It's crazy, man.
Crazy weird. Not sure I'm going to watch it now.
Wonder if they're going to bring the card game into it, too.
I hope not. I hated that card game. It's the only card game I could not play. Any other video game, I could play the card game just fine. This game, it was like...
So
I never got the point of
Magic?
it.
No, it's actually like learning... It's like learning Chinese through a Russian dictionary.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen.
It sewed him hard.
It's terrible.
That's awesome.
Russians. Anyways, so...
Okay. Wow.
The hell of a transition.
Now I'm confused. We're learning Russian through a Chinese dictionary about witches.
No. Chinese, they're working together.
Yeah,
like I said, I'm confused.
Oh, boy.
It was like watching Stranger Things.
That part I got.
Why
so
did that Russian look like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
In a day?
Huh?
You finished it in a day?
No, here's what happened. Normally, I was going to wait for my wife because we're both on weird schedules. She's gone for the whole weekend, and I'm like, that's right, ladies. I'm not single, so don't call. And so many people have just they just inundated me. Oh, did you see this? And they were sending me, and so to the point now, I kind of knew how it ended. So I'm like, screw it, I just watch it.
That's not fun.
And I'm glad I did. I want to watch it again. So when Mama Ted gets back, I'm gonna rewatch it with her because I think there's things that I missed. But I do love the fact that, oh my God, curly headed. Oh, jeez. Dustin actually does have a girlfriend.
Oh, that was the best part. That song.
And they sing the song from
Never Ending Story.
Never Ending Story.
Oh my God.
Never Ending Story. And they get all. I mean, so here you got two kids singing. First of all, they're singing on a CB, which is one way, one way, one way, one way. But they were both singing at the same time, like they were hearing each other sing, and it's not the way it works. You know, when you press that mic down and you talk, the other person can't talk over you. It's not how a CB works.
Ah, so they blooped it, huh?
Yeah. So anyway, but it was good. I enjoyed it. It's I literally teared up when Hopper died because I thought Hopper was dead, and he's not. Well,
I was sad the Russian died. You end up liking him.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
Ivan?
Yeah. Alexei, whatever his name was?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, he's Russian.
He ended up helping and everything.
But you think Hopper died, right? But he didn't die. Well, we don't know for a fact he didn't die.
It's obvious it's
the
him.
very end, they were feeding people to a Demogorgon, and they said, no, not the American. So, and they had made a split and opened up the thing. So what I think is he went through, and then they pulled him through, or he when the Russians were all leaving.
I think the Russians grabbed him and took him.
They grabbed him and took him with them. And then, but some of the Russians disintegrated into smoke.
Yikes.
Elle lost her powers. Well, temporary gone.
Yeah, you could call Marie's number.
Yeah.
And you had the special message that it's like you can see on the phone, blah blah blah. So it was kind of cool. But yeah, he died too. No, he didn't die.
No, he's still alive.
He's still alive. So it's good. I got to go back and watch because I know there's stuff that I missed. And there's a video game for it.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like a 2D side scroller game.
We have the trailer. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's go ahead and show it, Rob. I think I'll give him time to load that up. But it was good. It was definitely it set it up for a season 4.
They said it'll start filming in October, and it's a final season.
I just hope this time they don't wait so damn long.
Right.
Just film it and get it on with.
Right.
You know, don't wait 2 years.
You think they were just kind of milking the train on that one?
Almost 2 years. Yeah. Year and a half.
Maybe a year.
Year and a half.
Felt like 2 years.
It felt like 2 years.
Yeah, because it was October the year before.
Yeah, it's almost 2 years.
So
it's July,
it would have been this October would year and a half.
So, and the thing of it is and I understand why, is because 11 was in Godzilla, so that took her away from being able to do the show.
And they wanted to release it on July 4th because that's when.
Right, I know.
Time period.
I know, but it's just anyway. Let's go ahead and play that, Rob, real quick.
Dude, that game totally looks like Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Yes.
Off of
Yes.
Super Nintendo.
Yep.
It's almost like they were like,
Yep.
hey, how can we grab an audience that would
Yep.
be like, whoa, I remember this game. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Oh.
So we were going through a bunch of games and footage that we were going to show tonight, and one of the things that Rob showed me, I'm not going to have him play it because was it Madness in the Meth? No, what's the one that you in his dark in his dark materials, right? It's an HBO flick.
That looks creepy.
Golden Compass.
What?
Oh, the new TV show? Yeah.
Golden Compass.
Yeah.
And it's same writer, same book. Same writer.
I thought it was Golden Compass because when I first saw it, I saw the polar bear.
So
I thought that it was based off that.
Well, if you go and read the whole article that nerd has put out there, it's just a retelling of the Golden Compass.
Oh.
The
Just in
Golden
a
Compass,
show.
people weren't happy with it.
So they wanted to redo it.
So it's a redo.
Okay.
I mean, literally, they just should have said they called it.
I liked it.
The Golden
this is a
Compass
series,
remake, right?
Right. But they should have just called it the Golden Compass.
I was kind of confused. I was like, why would they name it like?
Yeah, I know.
What is it called again?
His Dark Materials, and then we were going to show the new Kingsman. But I have a problem with the new Kingsman.
What?
Okay, so we all watched Jake Gyllenhaal grow up as a kid actor, right? Really good. Day After Tomorrow, blah blah blah. I mean, the one where the Earth freezes over. He was the scientist kid. Yeah. Okay. So we all saw that. Then and we all loved the kid, right? And then it was Brokeback Mountain, and it kind of ruined it for him. Anything he's in now, I can't get past that.
Yeah.
So now we have the Kingsman 3.
And he's
never watched
he's
it.
the main
And
actor.
now,
Very excited.
and now, what's the kid that played Eggsy? Maybe Rob can whisper that in my ear. But okay, now I can't get past the fact that he gets railed in the movie about
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man. It shows him getting railed. I mean, they don't show him getting railed. It's the same thing as Brokeback Mountain. He gets railed. So now I can't get past. Okay, yeah, I'm.
Why would you continually sign up for those roles?
Well, he didn't. This is his first time he ever did it. But to me, he took the same path as. Look, I have nothing against the homosexuals. I mean, if you want to be gay, be gay. And look, don't throw me trans, bi, blah 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 blah. You're either gay or you're not gay. I'm old school. I'm accepting. Look, I'm not accept. I'm like, because it's not. You don't hate the sin. You don't hate the sinner. You hate the sin, right? That's the church's view on that. So if you're going to accept, but don't sit there and throw me a bunch of LBGTQ, WXYZ things. It's all crap. You're either gay or you're not gay, and I have no problem with that. I have no problem at all. But what I do have a problem is I don't want to sit there and watch it, right? And when I see it, I'm like, that just ruined me. So now I'm like, Eggsy, buddy, I loved you until you're getting railed. I'm like, I'm good, because now I can't unsee that. There was one of the guys on, and it was a local radio station that's a very popular radio station. He said, yeah, he went to see it, and there he was, and he looks up, and it's this big, right, and you're like, oh, so, yeah. Anyway. We were going to play that, but we're not now. But I think one thing we are going to play.
Jay and Silent Bob,
Jay
please.
and Silent Bob.
Thank
reboot.
you.
I cannot.
I've been a
wait
fan
for
of them for
so
long.
I am a huge fan of Kevin Smith. I don't know what the other kid's name is. Jay. No.
Jason Mewes.
I know his.
Whatever his name is.
He does have he has a Madness in the Method. We have that one as well because it has a Stan Lee cameo in it as well. So we're going to do the Jay and Silent Bob reboot real quick. Go ahead, Rob, and roll that bad boy.
All right, you motherfuckers. I know you in there. Come out right now. Drop the motherfucking plans.
bitch doesn't have a dick!
He's got a fucking dick! He just got it tucked in!
Identify yourselves, motherfuckers!
I'm Jay, and this is my head of life mate, Silent Bob.
Don't tell me you guys have no idea there's a new comic book movie being made of the old comic book movie you two are the basis for.
That old-ass star-studded piece of shit, that movie sucked balls.
Sucked asshole, too.
Your Honor, I object. I'll allow it. That movie did suck balls and asshole.
We got 3 days to get to Hollywood and stop this reboot from ever happening.
Boys, I had a baby. Jay, brace yourself. You're about to meet our love child.
I think I'm gonna need to see a blood test.
No, Jay. This is my daughter, Millennium Falcon.
Can you take us to Hollywood with you?
Fuck no, man! It's a tough-ass neighborhood.
Either you take us to Hollywood, or I stab you both to death on my own front fucking lawn!
And on that note, we cue the music.
Fuck!
I'm glad you guys are smoking back there. I was driving someone about a week ago, and he took a big shit. You have no idea how hard it is to get the smell out of pleather.
Yo, methods.
Let's do this.
Yay! It's Jay and Silent Bob.
I just found out I have a kid, but I don't know how to be a father.
Anybody with cum can be a father, but only love can make you a dad.
How you gonna talk about love and you flinging cum all over the place? That shit's unseemly, bro.
What do you guys think about this reboot?
It sucks. There, I said it. And who's directing this shit anyway? Kevin fucking Smith?
Smells like this reboot went up in smoke.
That's awesome. You gotta mute that. That's awesome.
So originally they were going to do Clerks 3. Then they scrubbed Clerks 3 to do this instead.
Right.
But I'm so happy with this. God, it looks so good.
I keep forgetting how potty mouth it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it.
And Kevin Smith lost a lot of weight too after his heart attack.
Well, yeah.
You kind of have to do that,
You
right?
need to. You know, I love Kevin Smith. I just some here's the fun. Again, going back to the whole inclusion thing and accepting some of his views, I don't agree with, but a lot of his views I do agree with. But he's a hell of a director and a writer, so I'm good with it. I'm good. I can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be really good.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be like.
And I know he's coming to town
too.
too.
Don't take your 10-year-old to see it by no means.
Seeing him live doing his comedy tour is awesome because I've seen him once. I've seen Kevin and him and Jay do their show before together. It's just great.
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
He's actually really cool in
That's
person
awesome.
too.
So
First time I
awesome.
ever went to MegaCon, he was a guest at MegaCon.
Oh, really? So let's look at the okay. So I this is the one I'm interested in, and this has become the segment as Good Boys. We'll let Rob load it up when he's ready. He'll tell me it's ready, but it's supposed to be pretty good. I think it's a Netflix or Amazon. Oh, theater. All right, let's. Well, this may not be the one I'm looking for. Then.
Which one?
Good Boys. I'm not sure this is the one I think it is. Then we come back. We'll talk about Gears 5. Oh, he's gonna play it.
Look what I found at school today. What is it? I have no idea. That's a tampon. Girls shove it up their buttholes to stop babies from coming out. An 8th grader told me that. I'm having a party tomorrow. You in? Yeah. Can Thor and Lucas come? They're so random. They're my best friends. We do everything together. There's gonna be girls at the party. You know what that means? Drama. No, kissing. You do not want to go to Soren's party not knowing how to kiss. We could spy on my neighbor. She's a total nymphomaniac. She starts fires? No, she's a nymphomaniac. Someone who has sex on land and sea.
This is what happens when you don't respect women.
I respect women. My mom's my best friend. What about me? My dad's gonna kill me. Chill. This is how we get the drone back.
Picture this.
You took my bag.
Don't get any closer.
Oh my God, there's Molly in there.
Okay, who's Molly? Because she's not with us.
Sweet Jesus.
Just give us our 6th graders.
I am crack. I ain't lying. Kick a lion in his crack.
Here's the plan. I'm gonna go to the party with a beer so everyone knows that I'm cool.
What do you have in your pants?
It's been like this ever since I was a baby. It's kind of embarrassing.
I'm guessing you're not the popular kids in school. Nobody speak. Nobody can joke. Nobody speak. Nobody speak.
You're not getting me.
I'm fine.
You're alright. Oh, hell no.
If we don't get to that party, I'll die.
Party? You guys are like 7.
Stop treating us like kids. We're tweens.
Ooh, gummy vitamins.
We know how things work. What the is
Nobody speak. Nobody can joke.
I found this in the back of my parents' closet.
An indoor swing?
What are you doing? That swing is for sexing. People do sex on it.
We're back.
That show looks funny.
It's baby, we put tampons up. Girls put tampons up their butts so they can keep babies from coming. Yeah, okay.
Something like that.
All right. That's cute. So, okay, the last one we're going to show, because I got outvoted, is we're going to do Top Gun 2.
I didn't vote.
Hey, but just let you guys know that, never mind. Just go ahead and play it when you're ready. There's, what was his?
Maverick Goose.
Goose won't be in this one.
He's
Spoiler
dead.
alert.
But his son will be in it.
What?
That's his son that's going to be in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right, go ahead and play it.
30+ years of service. Combat medals, citations. Only man to shoot down 3 enemy planes in the last 40 years. Yet you can't get a promotion, you won't retire. Despite your best efforts, you refuse to die. You should be at least a 2-star admiral by now. Yet here you are. Captain. What is that?
It's one of life's mysteries, sir.
The end is inevitable, Maverick. Your kind is headed for extinction.
Maybe so, sir. But not today.
Maverick. He's back to steal our hearts and keep our borders safe. If we build a wall, he could retire.
No, we're not doing this. No. It'll be a 7 to 9 show. We don't have time for that.
That's Twisted Views.
Yeah, Twisted Views. Leave it there.
Twisted Views. Well, Twisted Views needs to come back. We've been on hiatus way too long. I'm pretty sure Brad can't be on that because
Probably
he
not.
goes to church. He goes to the same church I do. I can't believe that church lets me in the doors. I think that's why they keep me in the back to let me
Keep
help
you
do
hidden?
stuff, so that they
don't want people
John's
knowing
here,
you?
but we don't want him in public.
We don't know what he's gonna say.
Oh yeah. Okay, so guys all remember The Shining, right? I lied.
The Shinin.
The Shining?
Shinin?
You got the Shinin.
We're gonna do Dr. Sleep, which is
Oh, same.
It's a sequel.
Oh,
With
nice.
Jim
Well, I don't know
Carrey.
if it's a sequel.
Is that the one with Jim Carrey?
Yeah, let's do it. You got it ready? This is a scary one. Go ahead, buddy.
Ooh, the
Just talk to the kid.
You're magic. Like me.
I need you to listen to me. The world's a hungry place. A dark place.
Hi there.
I only met 2 or 3 people like us. They died. When I was a kid, I bumped into these things. I don't know about magic. I always called it The Shining.
Little Danny grows up.
That looks really good.
What would be even better? Well, never mind. It's little Danny. Little Danny grows up.
Do you think Danny becomes the killer then?
I don't know if is he killing people in this one?
It'd be interesting if he like grew up
would
and
be.
he's like having these flashbacks, and then he's like, "Hey, you know what? I had this happen to me. I'm gonna make it happen to you."
Red Rob. Red Rob. Red Rob. That was awesome. That movie scared the crap out of me. Help me with the girls though. I love scary movies and girls taking on dates.
Oh yeah,
that's good for you. Good for you, man.
You know what's the worst?
What?
Going to the scary movie by yourself, and there's only
And then
like,
getting
and
scared.
then there's only like 5 people in the entire theater, and you go to the late showing.
Yeah,
that's terrifying because
Okay,
everything's
so
in
what-
surround sound and.
How much time we got left? About 8 minutes. Okay, so what movie scared out of your whole life? The one movie that scared you the most?
Candyman.
Really? I kind of laughed. I thought that was comedy almost.
Well, it was the time that I grew up in, you know.
I guess it will, yeah.
Like that hook, and he just ripped people and just drag them, and you're like, oh my god, and the bees.
But you guys played Dead by Daylight.
I don't play that.
No, that's
a great game.
That's me and Static.
Rob, you said you used to what? He used to live where it was shot. In
No
Colorado
way.
Springs,
Oh yeah.
That's freaky.
That
Cage,
is scary.
laughing. My AOF rising. What's the I know you're young.
Hey, what's up?
What does it scare you the most?
It's not really like scary, but it's gruesome, and it's ironic that these are now my favorite movies, the Saw series.
Saw's not scary.
I just said it wasn't scary for me.
They're
but
the
it was
shittiest
I know
movies.
growing up there was some movies that are even I couldn't put on because it freaked you out. You remember those?
Yeah, there were a few. I know some. I think it's called arachnophobia, or something like that.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, that was not a fun
To
one.
a kid?
That was a funny movie, though.
You didn't show me that when I was a kid.
Funny-ass
I was
movie.
like,
When you're a kid,
10 or
that's
12
terrifying.
when I watched that. Scared the hell out of
Because
Dylan a
spiders,
lot.
you see spiders every day. So as like a kid, you're like, oh my god, the spiders just came out of everything.
Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. The scene that did it was the hallway scene in the school, where she fell asleep at the desk, and you see him dragging the body across the hallway, the blood. That scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Wow.
What about you, old man?
Poltergeist.
Oh, okay.
And the reason that scared me, is because I was a minister's kid and I'd seen that stuff in church.
What scared me of that
First-
movie is that
first
old lady's voice.
Nope. The old lady was not a problem. It was that stinking doll. You know, in his room, the one that attacked him when the storm came through and the trees and all night.
Oh, the rag
that
doll?
Stupid clown doll, that Raggedy Andy thing.
Is that why you're scared of clowns?
Okay, so that
Is that where the fear comes from?
Here's what happened. So before that came out, the county fair had hit in Mississippi. We went, and I pretty sports orientated when growing up, because I could play baseball, football, blah blah blah. Well, I was hitting the basketball hoops, and you know how you get them, you're not supposed to because how the balls are overinflated. Well, I got them in, and I won that very clown because that was a popular clown back then. So all of us kids had it. I'd won that thing. Put it up in there, and a couple of times I'm hanging out. I tried to give it to the girl I was with. She goes, "I don't want that thing. That's creepy." Because it was creepy looking, but I was like, it's kind of cool. I'll put it in there. So I would throw it around, and it was sitting in my bedroom next to her picture. Blah blah blah. Went and seen that movie. I got home. I burned that thing. My backyard, my dad was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "This thing is evil, and I'm burning it now." Literally, metal trash can, stood in there, poured lighter fluid on it, and watched that thing just disintegrate.
So, Cage,
everything.
we know what to get for Christmas.
We
need to find that doll.
I don't need to.
In the church, I went to heavy Pentecostal church back then, and we seen stuff like that. So, yeah, that kind of freaked me out.
I don't have to get an adult because I think it was 2 years ago from my first time at Halloween Horror Nights. There was a poltergeist house, and the house did it for them. They had a bunch of them in one room.
They were everywhere.
And they were everywhere. I don't know.
That's awesome.
That was last year.
Was it last year?
Last year, yeah.
Last year.
So, yeah, me and Dylan went back the year Jack was back. No, I'm sorry.
I can't wait to go this year.
That was me and Ed. We went when Jack was back. And Dylan was in California at the Halloween Horror Nights in L.A. Or
Yeah, that's
in Hollywood.
right, because he has...
So we were talking back and forth, right? Yep. Jack was this big, nasty clown.
Yeah.
And I was last house. When we walked through, the very end of the house, right? I made it through the whole, because I won't not go into one. I want to go in and see it. The last house it was Jack's house. We went through, got to the maze, I'm not much of a jump scare. You can't, it's tough to get.
Yeah.
But on this one, I got to the very last room, but there's the exit. And I'm like, and it was 20 Jacks. And you didn't know which one was real until I got halfway through, and that one got me. I'm like, that was the only jump scare I had. So.
Did he touch you?
Huh?
Did he touch you?
No, they don't touch. Well, they can.
So what did he do? Like try and reach for you?
He just, it's like,
wow, that's
and
crazy.
normally jump scares, I'm like, yeah, okay, that was funny. I like it because I go through look at set designs and that kind of stuff.
So you're looking at it from an analytical
Yeah, I'm looking at it from a producer side of it, and I'm like, this is so cool.
That's why I can't wait this
year. All
year.
right, so if you want to WeBeam TV channel, that is our Twitch channel, right? Go like us, watch us. We run WeBeam TV there all day long, every single day. And then WeBeam TV Live that's the QR code for WeBeam TV Live. You can go there, click on it, it'll take you to our WeBeam TV Live, and you can actually talk to us, which not very many people talk tonight. I'm kind of disappointed. And then the other one is Nerdites. Become a Nerdite. Right here is, he'll put that thing up really quick because we've only got 10 seconds left and we got to go. So, hey, we'll see everybody next weekend.
See you next week.
Guys.
Be cool, be good. We'll see you in the Nerdosphere. Bye.